Hello guys, welcome to my channel, Mr. Jefferson 105. On today's video we're going to have a look at some new modules that icstation has sent to me. So as you can see here we have an LED panel which is pretty cool, and I'm going to use it with some 3D printing parts. What I wanted to do was some sort of magnifying glass with some light at the top, and as you can see here I've been designing it. So you can see that's my eye, that's the funnel, and this is where the PCB or anything small will be, and the light panel or the LED panel will be in this top area, and you'll be able to see the magnification of the item at the bottom. This is one way of using this LED panel. Also you can have a lithophane, which is you're gonna see here, one that I made, and you can just add the LED at the back and you should be able to see the image in a 3D model sort of a scenario. It's pretty cool, it's pretty useful, and I hope you enjoy it. So let's have a look now on the computer how I made this device and the other ones, how you can make them using Simplified 3D. I hope you enjoy, guys.
So guys, before we jump into the SolidWorks model that I've made for the product, this is the icstation website where they kindly send me the products to be reviewed and used in any of my projects. So as you can see, this is, you will get 5 pieces if you order. Normally you get a discount code that you will find on the description, as is always there, but as you can see they are pretty cheap, and you can get even cheaper with the discount code that you can find on the description below. Moving on, my actual ones are slightly different because I only have one hole in here, and also I have the power output in the middle, or the input power in the middle. I will show you in a second. You can have a look at some of the data and the parameters. As you can see, you have a matrix of 4x4 making 16 pieces of LEDs in there. The current that you will need to supply to these devices is very small, so you can power it with your PC, USB, power pack, anything you want really. The light that we get from these LEDs is white, which is what we need especially for seeing and inspectioning and stuff. The size of it, this is what I use for designing the model, and just the hole that's specified, which is a 3mm hole. Now that we've seen what's on the website, so they have a few pictures here as well, but this is not the same PCB as the one I have, but this is the link that we got it from. Now let's jump into the model. So I'm going to show you. This is the one I have. So this is, you would connect the USB port, and then you have the 4x4, which is the 16 plus the 4 resistors. I believe these LEDs are connected in parallel. So I designed that was my base. Moving the panel out of the way, let's go into the actual assembly of my device. Okay, so I placed in PCB because that's what I'm going to use it for. I'm going to use it for inspection in PCB, soldering especially. Now this is how the LEDs are going to go. You're going to be looking through there and you can see that. So the device itself is very simple, it does what it's meant to do. The only downside with it is that it requires quite a lot of support material, because I had to print it with my logo facing down to the printed bed like this in this section. And that was the reason behind it, was because I wanted these groups to be as precise as possible. As you can see, I have a very small tolerance in there, and I wanted that to be very precise. After, that's why I printed it in such orientation, and then I opened that into Simplified 3D and then printed it at 100%. I'm going to show you like this. Okay, so this is how I printed it, because I wanted the precision of these bits in here, as you may see it there. That's what I wanted. Okay, so that's the whole thing. This took around 6 hours, although you can print in different ways. I mean, the easiest way, so if I clear all this and I press Ctrl L to position that into the bed, this would be the easiest way to print it, and you just click print, and you're only using support for that small area. I do recommend that you have raft in here because it helps with adhesion, especially for this area, but because you cannot just select partially what you want it to be as a raft, you have to select the whole thing. That's the only downside with it. but as you can see, this way you wouldn't have any support material, everything, but you have to be very careful that these parts, if I remove the build table, may be hanging. So I don't know, I made it just enough so it doesn't hang, but you have to be careful with this, as this bit here may not print accurately. Apart from that, this might be the best option for printing it. I tried it, the only thing I had problems with was with this bit, because I wanted it to print so quickly. I sped up the printing to 250 because I didn't have time to wait, you see. So you're gonna see on the actual model that it is a bit rough, the printing is, because I was printing it very fast. If you had the time, look, as you can see here, this is only 3 hours and 20 minutes. So if I was to print it the same way I did before, you will see that this will take a lot more time. So normally I use choose done. That's a lot of support material that goes into it. Actually, later on you will see how I use the support material that was created inside the part for my advantage on the final product. Later on I painted the letters with black because I printed it in white filament. I do recommend that you print this device in black, because that way you can have a much better concentrated light into the specific area, right? Otherwise the whole thing illuminates and it looks like a lamp, but you can use it as a lamp if you want to as well.
Okay guys, so here is the device. As you can see, I've placed some tape, and you will see that in a minute why. Mainly is because there is too much light that comes through this, and it's kind of a struggle to see while this is lit, so I had to put some tape. That's why I recommend that you print this device in black PLA, because it's just much better. The quality, because I printed it very fast, is not great, but it does the job nicely. PCB, as been mentioned before, just painted it in. And my logo, you can't even see it because the actual raft goes stuck to the piece too close. I printed way too close to it. That's my own fault really. But overall, I already placed the glass in there. It makes it easy with this lip, so you can have a good grab of it if you want to take it out. The assembly of the device is very simple. Just grab the panel. I added my handy magnetic clip, so the power. I have a review for this wire as well on my other videos, and I'll posted it somewhere in there so you can have a look at it if you want to see where I got this from. But it just helps a lot for this sort of a project. Okay, but moving on. So we have the wire, I have the power pack as well ready to go. That's all good. Now in order to install it, so we said to keep an eye on the slots. The slots actually came out nicely, but as you can see, my tolerance was good. It's pretty good. It's clean. The support material all came out okay. Perfect fit, but it's a bit loose, so when you move it might come out. So for that reason, I decided I wanted to. So the support material that was here, was this. All this was full of support material, as you saw on Simplified 3D. I went and grabbed 2 layers of it, as you can see here. Just got 2 layers. These 2 layers, and I'm gonna place them on top of the LED panel, just like that. Squeeze them in just enough so I can see the USB port, and done. Now they won't fall. See, that's all that is for. Cool. Now this is another piece of the support material, and this is the diffuser. This goes like so, just so it goes in there, and it has to be set around here like that. So when the light hits this, it gets diffused by this and into the parts, and that is the assembly of it. It's pretty simple, pretty easy to use as well. And then now you're gonna get blinded maybe, because I'm gonna try powering it, and you'll see. There you go, you see. It's very bright, as I told you before. Now, so you can actually see it properly on camera, I'm gonna down my ISO, so you saw the thing about there. This is on 100 ISO on my camera, and you can see it just looks like a lamp. In real life it's about as bright as this,
and even if I put now a little thing in there, you should be able to just about see it, well, because of the amount of light there. But I'm gonna show you a proper video now of short videos of different things that I filmed. The idea of these is to have it like that. As you can see, my sister, my brother, myself, maybe, but you're gonna see it better now that I'm gonna turn the light off from my lamp so it's a bit darker, and I'm gonna put the power for my LED, and I'm gonna rest it in there like that, like so. I didn't want to make a case for it because I just wanted to swap between lithofanes and lithofames. I have 4, but this is the main one that I created for this video. And as you can see, at the moment it's really bright and you won't be able to see anything, so I'm just gonna down my ISO as much as possible down to 100, and I'm gonna change this so you can actually see it there. And now you're able to see the lithofane, which is my sister, myself, and my brother, which is, it works pretty well and it's pretty useful really. This is why having a magnetic clip is handy, because that way if it's inserted into something and you want to plug it and unplug it, just drop the magnet in, and as you can see, it's as simple as that. It's extremely handy, very easy to use as well. And then you'll have your lithofane there, and boom, sorted. So this is a wrap up of the whole thing, including the other bits for the main of the video. Thank you very much for icstation for making my videos possible, and I hope you guys enjoy it. So don't forget to go down to the description below, get your link, go and buy them. They're pretty cheap, pretty easy, and very handy to use as well. You can, you know, use it for anything. You also have the hole that you can attach to the wall if you need to, and you can power things up with it. I mean, light things up with it. And I'm gonna blind you again, and I'll see you later.